Okay, so this is my first tutorial ever doing anything, except actually cutting my bubble bars. But I've got all my dry ingredients mixed up in here. My SLSA is already sifted because, as everybody knows, it is extremely dusty. So I really recommend wearing a mask when you do it. The dry ingredients are cornstarch, tapioca powder, let's see, I will look on my phone. Cornstarch, cream of tartar, baking soda, SLSA, tapioca powder, vegetable glycerin, tablespoon of moisturizing oil, which I used, since I doubled my recipe, I used 1 tablespoon of castor oil and 1 tablespoon of sweet almond oil. And then 2 teaspoons or more or less fragrance or essential oil. So here we go. And this is still extremely dusty. The baking soda's in there, everything's in there, all the dry ingredients. And just break up the small pieces. And my hands are sanitized, very clean. I can't wear gloves because you gotta really kind of get the feel of the mixture. So here's all my liquid ingredients. My fragrance oil is mixed in here. The glycerin, castor oil, sweet almond oil, and the fragrance oil is wild berry tulips. So I'm going to pour all that in. I'm going to do all of the liquid in the mixture before I separate for color, because it's just easier that way instead of having the entire mixture and then coloring it separately. So I'm just mixing everything in here. And it's very powdery, especially because of the SLSA, so try to mix pretty carefully. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. It is definitely super powdery. So when I get some of this mixed, I'm going to get my hands in there and squish it up. Now, the recipe calls for a ½ cup of glycerin. Since I double it, I do a cup, obviously. Sometimes I add more, depending on how dry it is. It depends, really. Wow, that just flopped everywhere. Pretty much until I get the consistency I want. Now see, it's still kind of dry. So you got to get it mixed in really, really well. Till it's like dough. Now Sarah Milroy from the Spicy Pinecone has a really good tutorial she did doing her Sex on the Beach bar. See, it's kind of dry for me. So since it's a little dry, I can still add a little bit more glycerin to it. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm lucky I measure anything. Although most of the time you need to. Sometimes I just like to get a feel for it and create as I go. Now that is super sticking to my hands because This is why we wear gloves. then you can just throw them away or push them to the side when you're done mixing it all up. You just want to make sure you get all the dry ingredients on the bottom mixed up really well. As you can see, it is very sticky. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I'm watching Step Brothers, one of my favorite movies. So you really got to work it in till it's like a dough. So my majority is going to be white, and the rest of the amount is going to be purple. Besides the fact that it's my favorite color. I figured it would go well with the Wild Berry Tulips fragrance oil. I think that should be enough. Now I'm going to mix the purple mica in, which I haven't even picked out what color yet. I'm thinking I'm going to go with my Patagonia purple from TKB Trading. Actually, I'm going to pause this, get this off my hands, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to pick purple instead of Patagonia purple because I wanted it a little bit brighter. But I'm going to take my, where'd it go? I know I had another tablespoon around here. Where did it go? Oh well, I'm just gonna put it in. And really, how much you put in is really up to you. I'm not gonna measure it because I might add more. But you really want to get it worked in really well to get all the white out of there. And I'm sure you can't see, but I'm mixing the bowl with it. Actually, I think I might add a little bit more glycerin to this one. It's good that you can go back and add stuff if it's not to your liking. That's why sometimes it's a pain to measure some stuff. You just really want to knead it in and get it all mixed in, incorporated evenly. Add a little bit more purple. This is gorgeous, gorgeous mica. Actually, I'm going to mix this in and I'll be right back. Okay, so I zoomed in for you. I rolled the white out with I used a fondant roller. It actually works really good. And you just want to roll it so it's not too thick and not too thin. Spread it out. Now if it sticks to your roller like this, take it off and pat it back in. And just use a little bit of baking soda and it won't stick. So this is going to be a thick bar. Now see, all that just stuck. Now see, you don't want any big chunks in there. Well, it really won't matter, but okay, that's a pretty good thickness. So you just want to make the ends, push them up so it's more square. Just so it's more cohesive and it rolls better. Now if you roll sushi, you will be very good at this. Alright, so here we go. Now you want to kind of tuck it up, and as you're going you push down, lift up your paper, and don't worry if it sticks, you can always smooth it out. And you want to smooth it out on the back, push it up and over, smooth it out. You don't need to tuck in your sides yet. If it sticks to the paper, that's fine. Just pull it up, roll it, smooth it out. Pull it up, kind of push it down as you're rolling over to get it nice and tight. Roll it, pull it up and down, smooth it out. Now you can start pushing your ends a little bit. And roll it over, smooth it out. I'm going to do it one last time so it's completely over. Now you can get a new piece of wax paper if you want to. You don't have to. I think I'm going to, because in my case, this table, well, the paper is pretty dirty. So, get another piece of wax paper, kind of roll your log on it. Now see, there's some baking soda there. And it doesn't matter really that the color breaks through. It happens. Now, that's a pretty good log. Nice and tight. I always want to make sure it's tight. And the ends are tightened up. And give it one more roll. Now you can wait a couple minutes to cut. You don't have to. I'm going to get my knife and I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I forgot to grab it. Okay, now you want to cut the end off, and you always want to do it nice and even and smooth. There's the inside. That's the end piece. And it depends on really how big you want your bars. And there you go. Wild Berry Tulips bubble bars. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. Now these do take a couple of days to dry. You can use bubble bar hardener if you want to. And I'll take pictures of these and put them up. Cut that end off. There you go, guys. Wild Berry Tulips bubble bars. I hope you can see that. I think they're gorgeous, if I do say so myself. Thank y'all for watching.